A single fried egg was priced at $300. The girl was very confused. She wondered, was it made of gold? Curious, she scooped up a bite and put it in her mouth. It was not a fried egg. The man became even more curious after hearing that. He quickly tasted it. To his surprise, it was made of mango, frozen coconut milk, and liquor. Before he could even finish tasting, the second dish arrived. It looked like a flower pot. Both of them were completely stunned. At that moment, the manager walked over. He picked up a pot of hot water from the table and poured it into the flower pot. To their shock, the plant inside started to grow as it soaked in the hot water. The manager explained that it was a live salad, made with edible elements. He even laughed and said they probably had never seen anything like it. Hearing this, the man got angry. He stormed into the kitchen and said loudly that he came to eat, not to watch magic tricks. The sudden scene scared everyone, but the young chef remained calm. In fact, he wanted to compete with the man. The young man pulled out a piece of A5 Wagyu beef and made his challenge. The man glanced at the beef's storage temperature and came up with an idea. He quickly chopped up some green onions into small pieces and tossed them into hot oil. While slicing the Wagyu, he kept a close eye on the onions. This was to make sure they didn't fry for too long and turn bitter. Next, he poured the onions onto a hot iron plate and stir-fried them, adding a small amount of sesame oil for extra aroma. Then he added the sliced Wagyu beef and stir-fried it over high heat. Right before it was done, he sprinkled on a little cumin. And just like that, a fragrant, delicious dish was ready. A home-style plate of stir-fried beef with scallions. But to the young chef, this was child's play. He pulled out a blowtorch and began searing his steak, cooking it until it was medium well. He cut the steak into 3 pieces and placed them on a plate with some garnish. Then he covered the plate with a lid. Now came the most important step. He struck a match and lit some apple wood for smoking. With just half an hour of low-temperature smoking, the Wagyu would become melt-in-your-mouth tender, infused with the aroma of fruit wood. This was his own signature technique. The young chef believed Chinese cuisine was outdated and lacked innovation. He had returned home this time just to win the National Cooking Championship. The man picked up the steak and smelled it. The young chef definitely had some real skills. Without a word, the man quietly turned and walked away. After he left, the young chef grew curious. He took a bite of the man's stir-fried beef with scallions. He was instantly blown away. It seemed he had underestimated the true power of Chinese cooking. To settle who was better, the young chef challenged the man again.